Welcome, let's get into it. So start in a seated position with your knees bent and your feet flexed. So it's just your heels on the mat. And so you're not tempted to use your hands, clasp your hands together. And then start by letting your knees fall to the left and twist your body to the left. Then lift your knees back up and over to the right as you twist right. And keep moving like this a few times so you get used to the coordination, so you find enough momentum to shift side to side. Then the next time the knees go to the left, pick up your right knee. So you're leaning your weight left so you can pick up the right leg. Then swing the leg in front of you. Keep that leg lifted. Sweep it back. Find that same 90-90 position. Then shift to the other side. This time left leg lifts. Sweep it forwards. Keep it high. And sweep it back to 90-90. Let's keep going a few more times like this. So it's quite a challenging one in terms of mobility, coordination, and balance. So give yourself time to get into your flow. And we're gonna add on again. So next time your knees go left, same sequence as last time, picking up the knee, sweep it forwards, and then plant the foot. So it's in front of your left leg. See now if you can shift weight into that front foot. So you sit the hips up, and then see if you can pick up your left leg. So you're in this balance. No hands if you can, or you can use the hands if you really need to. And then slowly sit back down, come back through the same sequence, and to the other side. So let's keep it going. This one's a little bit more challenging as we sit up. So be kind with yourself if you are finding it hard. It was definitely hard for me first few times I tried this. Okay, let's add on again. So next time your knees go to the left, this time working through the same sequence as last time. As you stand up, I want you to step your other leg back. And then step forwards, rebend the knee, and sit down, and moving to the other side. So see how you go with that little addition. So your lower body is definitely getting a pretty great workout here. So you should start to feel this in the hips, especially right now as we mobilize them. Okay, let's go one more to each side so I know that you're really warm. So last one. Then come and meet me back in that seated position as we started. Bring your feet together and you can let your knees open wide. You can rest your hands on the outsides of your feet. And here you're just gonna bob your knees up and down. So little butterfly flutters. Each time the knees go down, see if you can add a little bit of power so you send them down even further. Really good. Pick up the pace even more now, just for the last 15 seconds, going really quickly. Okay, about 5 more seconds. Okay, then relax. Instead of bobbing up and down now, I want you to press your feet together. See if you can open your feet like a book and press your knees down. So you're really using your strength to hold this. Then hold this position. So it should be quite challenging. Really flex the feet, push them together, open your knees wide, holding about 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, straighten your right leg and bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Then hold onto both of your arms. So again, you're not tempted to use the hands in any way. And start by really lengthening your spine. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forwards towards your left thigh. Then stay low as you move towards the right leg. Then shift back towards left leg. And back towards the right. So we're staying really low in the fold here. Keep it moving side to side. One more to the left. And back to the right. As you come over to the right, reach your arms forwards, fold towards your right leg. So keep flexing that foot as if you're trying to bring your toes towards your face. Let your chin relax towards your chest. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit back up. Let's switch the legs. So right foot to inside of left thigh. Again, hold onto your upper arms or elbows. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, fold towards right leg and then shift to the left. So one side is usually a little bit more challenging than the other. This side is definitely harder for me. So notice where the challenges are, if it's a case of balance or of flexibility. Try to stay as low as you can. Go one more to the right. And the next time you come to the left, reach your arms forwards. Relax chin into chest. Fold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit back up. Now straighten your right leg also, so you're in the full straddle. And we're going to go through that complete sequence again, so you're definitely very ready for it. So holding onto upper arms or elbows, inhale, lengthen the spine, keep your feet flexed. Exhale, fold to the left, and move through center. Stay as low as you can to the right. Then keep this going a few times. So you really find the flow, find your control as you move side to side. Two more to each side. Really good. And the next time you come back through center, reach your arms forwards. Go as low as you can. Relax your chin to your chest. Try not to put the hands on the mat if you can. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Sit back up. Really good. Bend your knees, bring them in towards one another, and then come into a tabletop position. So from here, bring your right leg out to the side and lower your foot. And then walk your left hand out to the left side. Reach your right arm up. So the hand, knee, and foot are in one line. Then from here, point your right toes. Lift the right leg. Start to draw circles clockwise with the right leg 5 times. And then anti-clockwise 5 times. Then lower the foot down, windmill your arms to come up and lower right hand to the leg. Reach your left arm up and over, so we're just bending to the right side here. Finding one long line down the left side of the body. Windmill your arms, come back up. And then turn your right toes to face the short end of the mat and bend the knee. So you come into this modified warrior 2. For this, you can just rest the hands wherever they fall. Start to sink your hips towards your right heel, but focus on keeping the legs open so they're not closing. We're keeping both thighs externally rotated, so opening outwards. Then you can start to find a little bouncing action, sinking towards the right heel, just a few times. And then we're just going to sink down as far as we can. Find your edge, hold it here. So you can really lean onto this right leg here, get comfy, let the lower body do the work. Just about 10 more seconds. Okay, and that will do. So come back up, plant your hands, come back to your tabletop. Let's switch sides. So left leg comes out to the side and then line the foot with the knee and then your right hand. Reach your left arm up to find the balance. And point your left toes, start to lift the leg and draw circles clockwise 5 times. And anti-clockwise 5 times. Lower the foot back down, windmill your arms to come up, then left hand comes down, right arm comes overhead, side body stretch. So keep turning your chest open, breathe deeply. Nice, come back up with the arms, then turn your left foot to face short end, bend the knee, start to sink your hips towards your left heel, and rest your hands wherever you are, and let's find that bouncing action again. So little bounces up and down, and then eventually just hang out where you are. Find your edge, really sinking the hips towards your left heel, keeping both legs open. About 10 more seconds to go. Remember to breathe, especially if you're feeling challenged here. Use your breath to work through any discomfort. Amazing, come back up, back to your tabletop, and then find your way into a downward dog position. And from here, you can just pedal out your legs a few times. And then step your feet together if they aren't already. And lift your right leg high, open out the hip. And start to sweep your right leg out to the right side and keep sweeping it forwards. See if you can tap your right arm and then sweep it all the way back. We're going to do 5 of these in total. So go at your own pace, sweeping forwards, tap, and back. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Sweep the leg back up, bend the knee and stack the hips even more. So really trying to lift that right knee high. Hold for an inhale. On your exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand and lower your back knee down. And then let your right knee fall to the right side and roll onto the outer edge of the foot. So keep that foot flexed to protect your knee. And from here, you can bring the hand to the inside of your thigh and just gently roll your thigh away. So you're just adding a little bit of pressure. So lean back. Keep rolling the thigh away, holding about 10 seconds here. Good. Then bring your right knee back up so the foot is flat and bring your right hand to the inside of the foot. Tuck your back toe and lift your back knee. And then open out your back foot and start to sink your hips towards the right heel. As you do this, you can turn your body to the side of the mat, then flex your left foot so toes point up. This is Skandasana. And we'll be moving between these 2 poses a few times. So just take a few more breaths here. Sinking your hips down, keeping your chest open. Then turn your back foot to face forwards, come back into this lizard lunge, let the knee go out to the side. This time, to make things a little different, you can reach your right arm back. So you're really twisting the whole body to the right. Then let's come back through Skandasana. See if you can go a little lower, keep the chest high. And then back through to your lizard twist, last one of these. And back to your Skandasana, last one of these. Really sink the hips down. Use your hands for stability. Okay, turn to face forwards, step back to downward facing dog. That right side is definitely going to feel very different to your left, so let's balance you out. Step the feet together, lift your left leg high, open out the hip. And sweeping your leg out to the left side, sweep it forward, see if you can tap your toes to the back of the left arm. And then sweeping it all the way back, 4 more of these to go. So take it slow so you can really control the movement. You might need to lift your right heel so that you can shift more weight forwards to tap. 2 more to go. 1 more. And then lift back up into 3-legged down dog. Bend your knee, really open the hips. So lift that knee a little higher. Hold for an inhale. On your exhale, step the foot to the outside of left hand. Lower your back knee down. Then keeping your front foot flexed, let the knee roll out to the left side. Rest your left hand on your inner thigh. Press that thigh away gently. So as if your thigh was like a rolling pin and you're just turning that rolling pin, encouraging more external rotation. Just about 10 more seconds here. So really dial up your breath, especially if there's any discomfort here. Okay, then let's move through to Skandasana. So bring your left knee back in, open out your back foot, start to sink your hips to the left heel and flex your right foot here. That will really help create more stability. So we've got about 10 seconds here just to get familiar. So really sink your hips down and at the same time press through your feet so your legs are creating stability. Okay, then let's come back through to our twisted lizard. This time you can reach the left arm back, really opening the chest to the left side. And let's come back through to Skandasana. Get steady, just a few breaths. Back to twisted lizard, last one of these. And then coming through to Skandasana, last one of these again. So we're going to spend a little bit more time here this time. So really sink your hips down, keep your chest open. Okay, let's step back into downward facing dog. Pedal out both of your legs here. Give yourself a few moments to reset. So now the hips are very warm. So moving into pigeon pose. Bend your left knee. Bring your knee to the back of your left wrist, Open the foot out to the right side. And then you can start to edge your back leg down the mat. As we're looking to go quite deep into this pigeon, if it's accessible without completely falling onto one side, bring your lower left leg so that it is parallel to the front of your mat. You may not get the full 90-degree angle, don't worry about it, go wherever is accessible. And instead of folding forwards here, take your hands off the mat. So you're really using your strength in this pose. If you still want to have the hands but don't use them, just place your fingertips on the mat so they're there if you need them, but you're not relying on them. And then we're just going to breathe deeply here. So oftentimes, the more simpler the pose, the more challenging when we don't actually have anything to do other than to just hold. So try to divert your attention back to the breath whenever you notice you're getting distracted. Wonderful. Now interlace your fingers together and sit over on your left side. So you make space, open out your right leg, and then bring the left foot to the inside of right thigh. Then bring your right hand to the inside of right leg, reach left arm up and over. So bending towards your right leg here. If it's available, you may even find that you can hold onto your toes, but prioritize keeping the chest open. The aim here is not really to reach the toes, it doesn't matter. Okay, slowly come back up, plant your hands, step back to downward facing dog. Then we'll move into pigeon on the other side. So bring your right knee to the back of right wrist, open the foot out to left side, help it into that 90-degree angle if it's available. But if you're falling to the right side, keep the foot closer to you. It's just something to work towards. And then again, take your hands away. Really focus on pushing through the legs to keep yourself in this upright position. And again, just like before, bring all of your attention back to your breath. About 5 more breaths here. So keep pressing with the legs. You're building strength and flexibility at the same time. Wonderful. Okay, sit over on your right side so that you can open out the left leg and then bring right foot to inside of left thigh. Left hand to inside of left leg. And reach your right arm up and over so you're bending to the left side. So it doesn't have to be a forceful pose. You don't have to have any expectations here. Just allow gravity to do the work as you reach your arm over. Relax your head. Wonderful. Okay, slowly come back up. And then extend your right leg next to your left. And then bend both knees and bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open wide. And instead of having your feet close to you, keep them fairly far away. So you're in more of a diamond shape with the legs. Then here you can reach for the outsides of your feet. Let your back round. Let yourself fall into the space between your legs. Relax your chin into your chest, and we're just going to start to wind down the class here. So let your head hang really heavy. Start to deepen the breath. Relax your shoulders. Soften the muscles in your face. Slowly roll yourself back up, bring your knees together, and then come and lie back. As you lie down, hug your knees into your chest and bring one hand to each knee. Then open your knees wide. So you're coming into, or on the way into a happy baby position. So you have the option to stay here, or you could reach to take a hold of the outsides of your feet. Start to draw the knees towards your armpits. So you're continuing to open the hips here. You could even rock side to side to massage the back. And depending on how far you'd like to take this, option 1 is just to stay here. Option 2 is to reach for the right heel from the inside of your leg and start to straighten the right leg. So you're drawing your foot towards the floor. And you'll hold this here about 10 seconds, roughly about 5 breaths. And then you'll switch. So rebend the right leg, catch a hold of the outside of the foot, catch a hold of the inside of the left heel, and then straighten the legs. So you're drawing the toes towards the ground. Start to deepen your breath as you hold it there. Okay, and rebend your left knee. If you want to go even further, catch a hold of insides of both heels and straighten both legs. So you're drawing both feet towards the ground here. Relax your shoulders, soften the muscles in your face, just hold it there. And slowly release, rebend the knees, hug them into your chest. Take a gentle rock side to side. And then you have the option to keep the knees bent but lower the feet to the mat and find your final resting pose here. Hands can rest on the belly. Or if you prefer to take Shavasana, you could straighten the legs. Relax your arms by your side. Spend our final moments there. So choose whichever pose works for you and then start to settle in. Deepen your breath. Relax your body into the mat. And as always, you can spend as much time here as you feel you need. So if you're not quite ready to come out yet, spend a little more time. Make sure to thank yourself for putting in the work, for showing up and dedicating some time to yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I hope to see you again next time. Namaste.